Okay, so here we are, and we're doing the whole Let's Play thing again for some reason, and this time we're doing a game that I like, which is a lot of people probably shit on the most, really, out of these kind of games, which is Star Trek Legacy.
By one of these types of games, you mean Star Trek game or this type of piloting game?
I think just Star Trek games.
Okay.
That's what I should have said because, and the thing is, maybe I'm wrong about that. What I should say is that Star Trek games in general have a bad history.
There's not a lot of them, right?
There's a bunch of them actually. They
Really?
they don't have a good history. So we're not going to play Deathmatch. When we say a bunch of them, I want to say like Star Wars outweighs obviously hugely, but there's a good amount of them. We're going to go co-op, instead of Deathmatch. So and then we're going to do Bajor, because that's where Deep Space Nine is, and we got 4 people. We're going to do Next Generation. The team is set, so I can't do anything about that. And we're going to have 4 people. Wait, what's going on with this thing?
It seems like you only do 2 fleets.
That sucks. All right. Well, no, it's 2 in a fleet.
Okay.
I didn't realize that. I mean, I did this before. That wasn't a problem.
Up the number of players.
It only goes to 4. Maybe changing it to 2 oddly fixes that problem. Okay. We're going to go 45 minutes just in case. It's not going to be that long, but that's just to give us the allotted time slot. 70 points. Go forward. Oh, wait, hold on. What did I fuck up? Sorry, Matthew. I'm screwing up your Let's Play.
That's fine.
And you're not talking at all.
Well, I'm letting you talk. I'm sorry. This is I've never played this game. This is Marcus's game. He's calling the shots now.
Do you have you ever seen an episode of Star Trek?
I have seen an episode of full episodes of the original Star Trek series.
Okay. Oh, they're asking me who my sidekicks will be, I guess. Okay. So they're both Team 1, so yeah, I'm going to team up with... No, it can't be the Borg, because I'm fighting the Borg, so that'd be dumb. So I guess let's make it the Klingons, and we'll make a medium, I guess.
Oh, that's not your enemy?
That's my teammate. So, okay, I'm going to pick all the cool ships. That includes the Defiant class. And it's actually a Defiant. You can actually, if I keep going through, I'll make it whatever I want it to be, but I don't care to do that. So here we got a Voyager. Not that Voyager's really cool, but it's one of the stronger ships in the game. We got the Galaxy, and we got the Sovereign class.
Are these all from different generations?
This is Next Generation, all completely.
Oh, okay.
This is the Enterprise E's ship, basically. They got that later. This was the original... Not original, but the Enterprise D from Next Generation.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Okay, this was obviously Voyager, which is the shittiest show besides Enterprise, and then the Defiant is from Deep Space Nine, which is my favorite Star Trek show. So
okay,
those are just ships that I like to use. The Defiant I like to use. The Defiant I like to use regardless of the fact, the Intrepid class or the Voyager class. Like I like to use them. Despite the fact that I don't like Voyager. It's just like, it's a cool ship, I think. But it actually doesn't make any sense it's in this at all. Several of these ships don't make sense to be in a game about shooting other people. Really.
So is this a violent game?
Yes.
Okay.
Gene Roddenberry would not approve. Yeah, he really, really wouldn't. And that's fine with me.
Well, he also didn't approve of making money. Now, did
he didn't approve. Well, no, he was fine with that. He just didn't want to make money without being a... pompous asswipe, cult leader. Essentially, he was very similar to L. Ron Hubbard in some ways, except that he didn't invent a religion. He was a friend of L. Ron Hubbard, and he actually said, I could have done that, and I'd be rich now. He actually said that to some people. I mean, that's how fucking weird.
He probably could have.
Oh shit! Are they attacking while I'm over here? I think they are.
Yeah.
War. It's not letting me. I don't switch. Okay. Now I'm a Sovereign class.
Alright.
Wait,
so how's this game?
That's my enemy. Huh? The gameplay is not the best. There we go. I suddenly, for some reason, when we were on a Let's Play, I forgot what all the buttons did for a second. But it's a very simplistic kind of gameplay. But at the same time, it's gratifying only if you like Star Trek. If you don't like Star Trek, I can't imagine you liking this game. It's okay. It's fine. Bethesda worked on it.
A little slow paced.
Slow pace,
tactical.
But if you like Star Trek, then you shouldn't have a problem with the slow pace or the tactics. But the thing is, it's not even that tactical. It's in many ways it's very arcadey because if you're just see like right here, I just pressing a button. Firing phaser just means pressing a button. But I've got to turn around. That's the tactical thing. Is like you can only shoot from certain angles. So like Like this is actually not illustrating that very well because I'm turning
pyramid?
around. Yeah, it's a board pyramid. Oh, and I've been forgetting to watch the ship conditions.
I don't know a lot about the Borg, but from what I do know is they travel in squares.
They travel in squares, triangles, and they travel in cubes, triangles, and spheres. And I'm sure any other geometric shape you can come up with. Anybody around here? Okay.
Rhomboids.
That wave is done. I gotta go. Everybody, make sure everybody's fixed here.
So are you like? Is the battle paused while you do that?
It's not paused, but there's another like wave coming.
Oh, I see. So you beat the first.
I beat the first wave, but that is far from it. I don't know why my fucking impulse engines are off. Oh, here we go. Shoot, shoot.
So how do you know when you've beaten the battle you've set up for yourself? Like, what's the objective?
Right now, what we're doing is we're defending Bajor and presumably Deep Space Nine against a Borg invasion. And all that means is, see that? That's one of the shitty things about the game. I just hit that thing, and it had no effect on either of us. That's one of the weaker things about the game, because in Star Trek, if you
touches your ship.
Well, in Star Trek, you've got shields and everything, but it's always been a thing, especially with the Klingons, to ram your ship into the other person's ship if you don't have another way to attack them. So, to not have that as a thing here is annoying, because they've got other things. For instance, as you see here, I can stop to 1/2 or 1/4 impulse power. That's very specific to Star Trek. You'll hear them saying that like 80 times, like every episode maybe, because they're just always on about like the ship controls. It makes sense.
And what powers going where?
Yeah, exactly. This I can also shift to any of these 3 places for maximum efficiency in that area, but the other areas will be weakened. So it all depends on. I don't know why I'm not just firing phasers. I mean firing photons, because the phasers are not really like this thing doesn't need that. So.
Wow. So far of what I'm seeing, this seems very true to Star Trek.
Yeah. Yeah, it pretty much is.
I like the look of space. Space is a lot more colorful.
Oh wait, shit. Can I pause this for a second?
Like pause the whole
Can
operation.
I pause the thing because I just heard a noise in the other room that I want to investigate.
Okay.
All right, Matthew, take over.
Oh shit. Okay, He said he was gonna pause,
Speak while you do it.
but instead of pausing, he threw me the controls, and I don't know how to play this game. So we are just gonna fly around, figure it out. Well, seems a lot of people are attacking my base of sorts.
I'm back.
I don't have. Oh, thank God! Because let me tell you, this battle was lost.
This is nothing happened. It looks like it's gone.
It's like you put fucking. It's like you put Chekhov in command. Like
Chekhov could do something.
I don't know who's the most.
He was in command, I think, for like 5 minutes in one of the movies.
Not
I
to
don't
be
remember which
sexist, but true to the original series,
Yeah.
it's like you put a Hura in charge.
Okay, well, that actually, I'm pretty sure that happened
According to the original show. Now Chris Pine, Uhura. Again, even that
Uhura
sounds sexist.
portrayed by Chris Pine. Is what you're saying?
I don't,
You mean the 2009 Star Trek?
I actually just don't know that actress's name.
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, but I don't know.
She's from she's also in the Guardians.
Yes, she's very good. She's
Yeah.
a very good actress. I don't know. I don't know her name.
Well, it doesn't seem like she actually does a whole lot of things to know her name in. It feels like those are like the only 2 things I really.
The only actors in those movies I can name are Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, and Simon Pegg. And I know I can tell. Oh, see, I can't even say Sulu's name. I can say all those actors and what they've been in. But
You don't know Sulu's name?
I'm honestly, I was about to say, oh yeah, he's Harold, but he's not. He's just Harold in the Harold and Kumar movies.
Right.
It's
Well,
really
I mean,
fucking bad.
I mean, he is Harold though.
Yeah.
No one can really fault you for that, can they? But I don't like those movies, by the way. No offense to people who made
Who
it.
you don't wait whoa.
Harold Kumar.
Okay. Have you seen him?
I saw the first one recently on friggin' Comedy Central, and maybe it was censored to the point where it's no good. But it seemed like a real crap movie.
See, I couldn't figure out how to do that. I was trying because I was really far away.
It doesn't work all the time too, so that might have also been a problem. I need to fix the Defiant because it's not doing great. All right. Fucking Enterprise's fat ass is just sitting there while things are going down. This is okay. As again, what I was saying is like one of the funny things about this game. There are multiple contradictions going on here with the Star Trek franchise because I'm too close to this fucking thing. So, like, the thing is, like, the way that it works, it's just very odd because for one, obviously, like I said, this is before it's like Gene Roddenberry would not have liked this, but even like the souped up Star Trek isn't like this because it's like the whole point is to discourage um, these sorts of conflicts. And this game, who's shooting it? There we go. This game is all about that. It's all the game is.
You know what? I with the type of fan base Star Trek has and the popularity of role playing games, there could be a Star Trek game that is all about diplomacy.
I think that happens in the online one, in the PC online.
I mean,
Star Trek.
Like you think? I haven't played it.
I believe I heard something like you got to go to planets, you got to talk to people.
All right.
So I don't know if they do what you're talking about exactly. And there have been older games that have done this, but the problem is you just don't have games with graphics even just like this, which is not amazing, but it's pretty good. It's as recent as you can get. And then another thing that the game has, because this is a skirmish mode, in the actual game itself, they've got all 5 captains. And yeah, 2 of them, who cares? But the other 3, they've got them. Now, the only problem is that Shatner sounds like he's taking a shit, and somebody called him on the phone to get the voice acting done. He does not care at all. It's pretty awful. But Cisco, Avery Brooks, he does a great job, as always. And fucking, what's his, Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart is actually really good.
He did voice work for this game?
He did. All, like I say, I guess you weren't listening, all 5 captains are in this game, voice work. The actual people. Maybe I didn't say that. Maybe I just said the captain. Sorry, but like it's all of them, and that's pretty cool. Now, like I said, they got me.
You lost the final.
That's the fucking Enterprise.
Well, you know what? I don't know. Did you lose?
I did.
You lost the whole thing.
I did,
oh,
but it's okay because now we can do a death match. Not you and I, of course, because the game isn't. It's not going to give us that break. It's always got to be walking around kicking you in the balls when you do something you like. So it's like you can do a death match, but you can't actually play with your friend. You have to do it online. And of course, nobody motherfucking goes online anymore because,
game's old.
Game's old. Game died really quick because nobody liked it because the PC version of it apparently you cannot handle properly.
Most importantly, we can't go online here.
Now, I'm playing easy because this is pretty hard for me. I'm not great at this. I play this game pretty often, but I'm still not great at it yet.
Play against the Federation. Come on.
That's why I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it's easy. Because the Federation are fucking hard. So I am going to... Oh, wait. Did I say fleet size 4? Sorry, guys.
Wait, really? The Federation is the hardest class to fight against?
I screwed up. Yeah, well, because their ships are the best. So it's very difficult to fight people who have the best ships.
You think the Borg would have the best ships? I guess I would. Maybe I'm.
Well, maybe you're right that they do technically, but it's just that these are the best ones for the maneuverability. I guess. I mean, the Borg can move around. The Borg, I don't know.
Could the Borg and the humans ever team up for something?
That was my mistake.
Has that ever happened?
In Voyager, because it sucks. Yes.
Okay.
I think that did happen in that show, and it's just not something that I mean. Like the thing is that in well, you want to spoil.
Go back to.
You want to spoil the plot lines of these shows because we can, but we'll have to put like spoilers on. Wait, what did you say? Go back to what?
I wanted to see one ship, but it's just fucking. There's too many of these. Well, just pick your ships.
This one? Which one?
No, it's the one that looks like. Wait, I think that is. It looks like a record player to me.
A little bit.
Yeah. Because it's something on top of it.
Okay, I am going to. This is what makes it challenging. Is I'm going to play.
Use the Challenger.
We don't have that here. We don't go in for those sort of jokes. I'm going to play as the Defiant, not the Sao Paulo, not the Moscow, not the Horizon, not the Valiant, the Defiant. And they're going to pick for me, because they always do this, they're going to pick a Sovereign class for me to fight. Because, that makes any sense. And so I'm going to have to fight a Sovereign. That's hard. That is something that I appreciate, because I imagine the Defiant going up against the Enterprise, because I like Deep Space Nine more than Next Generation, and I think Cisco was a better captain, so I'd like to see them fight.
The original Star Trek? What do they call
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Star Trek?
The original is just called TOS, usually.
TOS.
Yeah, that's usually how they refer to it when you know you're talking about the multiple Star Treks, but... Obviously, the original was just called Star Trek, so they had no fucking clue this was going to happen.
Oh, I completely forgot the name of this game that's coming out soon or it's already out. But I told you about, so maybe you remember. But it's a game where you go like the universe of it is so big. Like as you explore the universe, you're actually creating it in the game. Like you go to a new planet. And
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah. No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Yeah.
Yeah, I was recently looking at that, and several other things made me decide that if I get a next gen console, I think I actually want a PS4 because that's on PS4.
It's only on the PS4.
Yeah,
Well, I guess we won't talk about that game too much.
and PC, I think.
Because it'll be on people notice. But if you don't know what it is, look it up. It's a game with this like revolutionary game engine or universe exploration kind of game.
I don't know about the engine, but it's an open world that you have planets, whole planets,
Like whole planets, and like that
are the size of planets. That's I believe what they are that were said, not just like because you know how like time in a lot of games it's like bullshit time.
it is an entire universe of exploration.
Right.
Like
Oh, was that it? I thought it was a galaxy.
no, it's way bigger.
You can't make it a universe though. That's got to be. Like, I'll give you several galaxies, but if they make a universe,
I think there's multiple galaxies.
Are you saying that it's not?
It's huge.
It's not pre-made. Is that what it is?
No, well, like it's making itself as you explore. Like,
Oh, then yeah. Oh, so that's what you call.
But-
What is that you call? Randomly generated or something?
But it like what
lost the
once
fucker.
it's created, it will be there. Like you theoretically can go back to it if you don't get lost.
Oh, right in front of me.
And
Right,
when
it's
when
there.
you discover planets, you can name them, and then when
You're saying that the game freezes the random stuff that it made for you, and that's what it is. It creates a map out of what was originally just sort of random occurrences. It just what do you call it? Like spontaneously generating crap.
from what I understand about the game, yes, it does.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
And that's pretty amazing. But what I'm getting is, you look that up. Maybe I'm bullshitting myself, but I heard about this game. It sounded amazing. It seems like Star Trek would be a perfect game to have that engine to kind of like do that, but with Star Trek,
for sure.
because that's what the whole Star Trek thing is. Although in that game, I don't think there's like it sounds weird, but I don't think in No Man's Sky there is intelligent life. I think every extraterrestrial life you find is like an animal.
Really?
Like
Just
yeah,
a kind of a less intelligent than you.
No, I don't think you find civilizations. I think you find planets with living beings on them, but they're animals, and those are also created like randomly. But like
the creatures themselves.
Okay. So when it creates the planet, it creates the atmosphere and all the different things about it based on where it would be from the sun, right? And based on that, it shows what life. It designs living things based upon what could live on a planet like that.
Okay, well that's really fucking complicated.
But it will be they will be bizarre and random, but it will be something that could live theoretically on the planet that you discovered.
That's really cool, actually. That's that's
and
amazing.
So you will be discovering like endless amounts of different aliens.
All I knew about it was just open world planets.
None of them.
All that stuff you tell me now makes it sound so much more amazing.
Again, maybe I'm talking about. I heard about this a long time ago, but it really impressed me that and it was the first video game.
Is that a glitch or is that part of
all those dots?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's like I should know this, but it's like I feel like I haven't seen that before. How weird looking.
Are you winning this fight, by the way? I haven't been paying attention.
Where is he? I don't know where he is, so I can't tell.
Go into
I made some strikes and then I ran.
Do what Khan would do.
That's what I did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think that's not really because I didn't pull a surprise.
We dared to go into the nebula.
That's what every time I play this, I think that when there's a nebula, it's like dared to go into the nebula. Our shields would be useless. It's just yeah, there he is. But if you go into these nebulas, I don't think it has any fucking. I don't think it has a effect other than you might disappear off the map.
Oh.
I think that happens, but other than that, that's the only effect, which is kind of annoying because I would prefer it be exactly like it was.
Yeah.
When you get things close and then you don't get everything, it's like now if I was a PC guy, I could play the various modded versions of this game, which I'm sure make it better. But the funny thing about that is that it's supposed to be better for Xbox, although they might have fixed that with some stuff too. I just hit the invisible wall in space.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
When you have an invisible wall in space, you have a problem.
Yeah, No Man's Sky fixed that problem. But I'm not here to
Shut
talk about
up.
No Man's Sky. But there definitely, I can say without a doubt, there will be no invisible wall. But I was saying like video games like if we go back to Pong, right? What video games are today? Like even this isn't considered to be Well, look at what we're looking at now. This is considered by most to not be a good video game, right?
Yeah, most of the critics.
Look how far it is from Pong. Look at all the technology that's in here and all this stuff. If this came out when Pong was supposed to, this would blow people's fucking minds.
Sure,
right?
But it didn't.
But see, we've got to a point.
Came out now when you have better technology and they expect more of you.
Sure, I wish I could take this back in time. It's like, hey, this is what we got in the future, and we think it's a piece of shit.
That's how it is for anything, though. When you
that's
say,
true.
Like,
No. I'm totally not being original right now. But what I'm getting at is nowadays there's nothing in gaming, at least for me, that makes me feel like I didn't think that was something that can be done. It feels like everything that we have in video games is something that can be done. Right? Nothing that's coming out right now seems like ooh. I mean, maybe someone will come out with a form of gameplay that is pretty unique to something we've never seen before.
Right.
But generally, everything that we see is within comprehension. No Man's Sky, what I heard about, is the first game I heard of that was like, they can do that? I had no idea like stuff like that was possible now. So that's why it's... But like, if you could have a No Man's Sky with... I haven't even played this game. It might fucking suck. But if you could have it with Star Trek ships and then with planets with civilizations for you to, and you could choose whether or not to go by the Prime Directive, because it seems like every captain can make that decision.
You know, it's funny you bring that up because this is something. Well, what's going on with this? I feel like it's glitching out.
That's what you get for going through the nebula.
I think it's just now that we're doing a Let's Play, it's decided to glitch out. But like, you know what? Where is the guy? I'm just gonna face him and the right way to fight be damned. Or actually, I'll try to sneak up on him. It's not letting me cloak. Damn. Hold on. It's funny you say that because I do feel that there's a very big thing in Star Trek about how you interpret the Prime Directive. It's not. It should not be taken literally because there are different situations.
Yeah, but Federation doesn't seem to feel that way. Am I right?
No, various captains have various different ways of interpreting it. That's how I would say it. Like Kirk's way of interpreting it was always very specifically. If there was a better reason not to do that, then don't do it. If there was a reason not to, then don't. It's everything, people's lives matter. Picard's thing was let people die.
And if I'm still able to get laid.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was always that was never a problem for him.
Diverting power, Captain.
You see the it won't let me use the motherfucking cloak, so I couldn't sneak up on him.
Would be like, it'd be great, like, because I like attacks in games like this that are stupid. It's not really a great attack, but if you do it, like, or what I mean by bad attack is like it doesn't like you won't get a big score for doing it, but it's just really there to be a reference to the show. I would love it if an attack option in this game was to beam.
Look at that! That's fucking
beam angry trebles aboard their ship.
Oh, that would be amazing. But that's the cartoon. Again, earlier you mentioned.
But trebles weren't in the show though, and they did beam on ships. They would in the show.
Oh yeah, in the original one,
yeah.
They did do that, didn't they?
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's really fucked up though, because they're just going to shoot him out of an airlock.
And you're usually so adamant about how the cartoon is canon.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that.
I thought you...
They did certain things that make things in the cartoon canon. That doesn't make the whole cartoon canon. Because the cartoon contradicts them.
Okay. And it's not like, if you don't want to consider the Chris Pine thing canon, I guess...
Oh, look, I took one of his pylons.
Are you going to win this?
I don't know. I just think it's awesome I took one of his pylons. I'm probably not going to win this. I'm probably going to die right now, man. Get me out of here. Warp out of here, motherfuckers.
Yeah, geez, running away. What if you basically did the galactic version of a sucker punch, didn't you? You just took down their pylons and ran away. I know I didn't say that right, by the way. Just for everyone
Did you
out
say
there.
Phylon?
I did say 5.
Pylon is a normal human word. It's not like a Star Trek word.
I'm not a space Nazi, all right?
I understand.
What the Federation is to be.
Yeah, in Rick and Morty. That version of the Federation. But
I suppose.
dude, have you seen? Yeah, we should see number 5 sometime.
Number 5, what?
Star Trek 5: The Final Frontier.
Oh, have you not seen it?
No, I have. Yeah, but have you seen it?
That's the one directed by
William Shatner. Yeah, and he came with the story too.
Oh, jeez.
Although it's very similar to honestly to a lot of other Trek stories, except that it feels like it's written by an insane person, or I don't know, like it's really wacky, and it just doesn't feel like it needs to be or should be wacky. It's like this is Star Trek, dog. Forget what you were doing. This is Star Trek.
Do you want to talk about Beyond a little bit?
The upcoming film.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it. What did you think?
Well, after the
about
last
the
movie,
trailer?
After the last movie, are you hoping? Or do you have high expectations? Or
I can't say that I have high expectations after the last movie, if that's how you're gonna word it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they switched directors, but it's not like a director that's known for doing.
The director doesn't bother me.
Okay.
The fact that the director is the guy who did Fast and the Furious 3 Tokyo Drift doesn't bother me.
That's considered to be one of the worst ones, by the way.
I don't care.
All
That
right.
doesn't matter. That doesn't make any difference. Because he didn't write that movie, probably. Maybe he did. I don't know, but he probably didn't write it, so you can't blame him for necessarily the
Is
movie
he the same
sucking.
director who did Fast 5, though?
No, he did Fast 6. He did the one right after that.
Oh, see, the thing is, I like Fast 5 enough to see Fast 6.
And then you didn't like it. Yeah,
I did
I
like
understand.
6, but I love 7 again.
Well, I mean, like, 7. I liked 7, but I haven't
That's the
seen
only
5.
one you've seen, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen. Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen any of them except 7.
Yeah,
That's kind of funny.
I did not. I'm not a big fan of the series, but we all know Fast 5 was so ridiculous that like it's so funny. It's like really really funny, and then it was so funny. I thought like, well, 6 got to be even funnier, right? And they tried, but it wasn't. But they got their shit back together for number 7. Everyone was saying 7 is the new Fast 5, and it was. So
Really? You think? Oh, damn it! He got me.
yeah,
I should have been more careful.
maybe I like 5 more. Is that it?
Yeah,
You
you
are
saw me lose twice.
vanquished.
Well, that's the end of it, guys.
2 rounds of failure, and I hope you liked it.
Yeah.
We're Depths of Your Ignorance, and we're back.